Hello, everybody. It's an emergency astrology report. For those who see the report that I posted out on Facebook with the screenshot, you guys already know that I want to be talking to you about the void. And We talked about the void before. We made a post about the void on the Facebook about before. And what the void is, there is a quite a few people that all of a sudden at the same day we just talk about this. There was quite a few videos done it. If you following me for in the past 6-7 years, you guys know what this is. We all experience it at the same time. Okay, it doesn't matter, soul connection, twin flames, following astrology, energy reports. You guys already know. If you follow it for 8 years, you know what that comes from. Okay, so what I'm doing this an emergency energy report right now. I want to talk to you for a few things that you already feel in it. You feel that void, but what the void is. Okay, the void, it begins when you understand the things that you have to remove from your life. Okay, I will give you a few examples of what you need to remove from your life. If you look at yourself today as a personality, or what's going on in your life. For example, if you are attracting same situations, for example, you end up in the same place and the same situations keep repeating over and over as a work. For example, you go to a place and they acting the same way as everybody else has been acting before. What happens is in your mind, you think that this is going to happen, they're going to be the same thing, they're going to act the same thing. So it's your mind, you energize this situation. Even if the company is not like this, you energize the situations to fall to that. Okay, recognizing that your own fault. Okay, because you energize, you put mentally energy towards that, then you gotta look at it that you energizing the situation. It creates that situation. It manifests that situation. All right. Another situation that could be if you have something to do with the relationships. I want to be talking about a family karma relationships probably tonight or maybe sometimes tomorrow. Okay, because the moment it's coming, because right now in this void energy that it's needed. So for example, you catching yourself in the situations that you wondering what's going on in your life. Maybe there is a problems with you, the problem with relationships, but then you look at it down the line. Okay, look at it down the line of the bloodline. It is your responsibility because you may carrying a karmic lesson that it's run within the family. All right, so been talking about this from before, and recognize that when you probably grow up, somebody did something, so it affects you today. So you have to go back into these situations, and that was not your fault. You have to recognize that's not your fault that certain people act to you on a certain situation. Maybe in the family, maybe of the family before, maybe you're looking at the grandparents. Okay, you're looking at for those things that right now they don't serve you a purpose. All right, another situations that you may have to take a look, it is did you have in a relationship that you brought the relationship from the past relationships you carry with you? those are links that they're not going to serve you. It is about that you have to forgive yourself for the things you did not know. You have to remove those links from within yourself and create that void, that empty space for what's coming, for the new that's coming. And the energy right now is some of you feel like within the past 24, 48 hours, the new energy comes in. There is also a feeling of the past 2 weeks, maybe three, I would say. Um, it was a very slow movement, moving. It's like a turtle. You just make a one step and stops. Making a one steps and stop. That was a Pluto and a pre-shadow period of retrograde. We are going to look at it, you will see in the weekly astrology report. I want to show you the screenshots when I do it on Sunday, that Pluto's coming in retrograde, but what that has to do with the moon, okay? When the moon moves, it's energized, and he's gonna go stationary, and when it's stationary, then it's gonna turn direct. It's gonna turn retrograde. I'm sorry, not direct. It's gonna be doing from direct to a retrograde. And we are going to have Pluto's coming back, and Pluto is going to come back until October. Okay, so we are going to have this span of time to reevaluate things. And as you reevaluate things, there's going to be some that time of taking the trash out. It's like you going around the whole house, the whole life, the whole thing that you are, and you see, like, for example, well, I haven't been using this for 10 years. It's just sitting here collecting dust. I can go throw it away. I haven't been getting this in 10 years. Maybe I have to go back into it. So to sort the things out so you can make more space, okay? Or think about it as you clean up your own computer. It doesn't have a space, and all of a sudden you just boof, you have a new space. All right, careful with the cleaning though. And this is what the void energy is got into it. There is a difference between void and avoid. I made that pause before. You may avoid certain situations, but if you don't resolve them, they're gonna come back to you one way or another. Okay? So don't avoid people, don't get rid of the people. Go look within you about wrong understandings about the people. Okay? That's what this is. Because if you're carrying traits from your wrong thinking, stinking thinking, as one of my friends said, it is that thinking affects you as today. And that's what you have to look, your thinking, your thought process. Maybe you missed something. Maybe right now you're going to receive some information that is going to be new to you. And information that you are avoiding. Why do you avoid that? Why do you avoid this information? So that information is going to keep popping up in front of you. Because you have to relearn the new things, what it's coming in. In the astrology, the cycle of a planet begins at 0 degrees Aries. I talked that on the previous emergency report for the train that's coming, okay? We're looking at about that train. The train begins at 0 degrees Aries. That is a new cycle of the planet that goes around. Now we have a Jupiter, it's about to exile Pisces and entering Aries. And at the same time, pretty much, we're going to have a Venus coming up, and we have this Mars coming up as well, as same as the Moon. So what happened is thinking about this, it's like the train, okay? The train, it's got a wagons, but it's got also a locomotive, and it's something that pulls that power, okay? And Jupiter is that train. The Jupiter, it is about the growth, the law, the knows the things of the road. He knows where you to put the seed to grow. That's what his responsibility is. All right. So if you pay attention, it is that Jupiter is gonna be giving you the new boost, the new time, the new getting it for. And when Mars arrives, he's gonna get this new driving, all right, this new rebirth. You're going to give yourself the new warrior shape. But before you become the new warrior shape, the new cycle of Aries begins. With an Aries, you have to get that warrior out of the things that are not serving purpose anymore. And that's why 2 days ago, when Mars moved into Pisces, you feel that voidance. You feel that thing that you need to do. You feel that energy of revaluations, digging up, looking up. Okay, like a lack of action, and that's why that avoidance, okay, is. But it's not about you to avoid people, you to not avoid your own self, your own growth. By focusing on others, you're not focused on yourself. By not fixing the problems within yourself, guess what? You're trying to fix the problems with others. No, that's not your job. Your job is fix you, not others. Let the others fix themselves, okay? Let the others fix themselves. Let them look themselves in the mirror, not you to tell them, hey, go look at yourself in the mirror. They have to do this on their own. So right now, this energy of the avoidance, okay, it's, don't misunderstand it. The avoidance is about you to create a space within yourself, within your heart, within your soul, within your energy, and get rid of the things that doesn't serve anymore. If you've been hurt from people before, okay, well, if that is a repeating pattern, all right, in your life, or for example, if you were in a bad relationship and you're getting into a new relationship, now, guess what? You will look for the same thing from the bad relationship in that new relationship. So basically, you will manifest whatever happened in your last relationship into this relationship. That's what this period is. You to look at your own relationships as, okay, mistakes are done. There was things that I knew that was wrong. There was something that has been done that was wrong. There was this thing that was wrong. You make your self-evaluation. That is like, if these wrong things I remove from my life, I will have an empty space for the new that's coming for me, for the new life I want to be happy, or I want to have money, or I have this, I want, whatever you might have, as a desires, maybe internal peace, maybe certain things, okay? But there's gonna be those triggers inside of you that we are going to go through it, all of us, not only you. I gotta go through myself as well. I mean, we recently, in the past week, we had a situation that we saw someone that, he can't hold the money, and he's like, wow, 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 wow. But guess what? You look at that person, and see the things within life, then it doesn't matter if you have all the money in the world. Are you happy? That person wasn't happy. Okay? You may reach all the things for it. You may get all the things that you think, look at me, I have a good car, I'm who I am. But guess what? Are you happy? See, the thing it is about you to see the things within yourself at all levels, not just one level, all levels that you need for what and time and space and life you going forward. That is a spiritual evolution, then you have to climb up the spiritual evolution. If your dad is having a business, then look at it within the business. If your dad is in relationships, look in the relationships. That's a family. Look within the family, what's going on. Maybe you missed something, you have to take new approach. If your dad is a work relationships, okay, go look at them. Why they're all repeating in itself? Where is the repeating pattern? And break it. It doesn't matter what it is. Break it. Break it, and that part of the bath is just tossing away. You don't have to carry it with you. And if you do this inner work, you're going to feel light, empty, free. Your back's not going to hurt anymore. If your back hurts, you guys know what I'm talking about. Some of you understand this, okay? So other things to understand is don't carry somebody else's baggage on your own shoulders. You probably carrying somebody else's problems like yours, okay? That is something that you need to start avoiding. All right, and I will finish with this, that we are going to experiencing this Pluto movement on the next week, and we are going to see this reevaluation of deep from within us of the things that we did not know. Some of you is going to look deep inside of the things that they need in order to move forward. For example, that is going to be like the sportsman. One sportsman, it says, yes, we had a bad game. We did this, and that. We saw that, in offense, we're good, and defense, we're totally bad, and that's why we lost the game. But we are going to make some changes, and we are going to doing great. But you do this to yourself, not with all these emotions of aggravations, tensions, blames, point fingers, and so on. You do this with the power of understanding of what to avoid and what to avoid. All right, just don't make a mistakes of I will get rid of this because of this. All right, avoidance of the problem, it's not gonna make avoid space. No, you just get that and you put it under the rug. It's not working that way. Problems, unsolved problems, by you avoiding them, they're not going away. They stay there in your subconscious. And that's what they keep repeating and repeating so you can solve them. That's what is important now. That's what this is. You want to get into the new life, don't carry the past with you. That's what this is. So guys, thank you so much for watching the emergency report, and be love.